Hey guys, so today in this YouTube video, what we're gonna be doing, I'm gonna do a really simple topic this time. Um, it's kind of tough to get out good topics every 3 days since I'm doing a Google Earth VR video every 3 days. Now, what this is, it's kind of just like that Norway and Africa video I did in December. It's just gonna be Alaska versus the rest of the U.S. Now, this fact alone, if you, based off the knowledge from the Norway video, the Norway and Africa video, seeing Alaska and then comparing it to the rest of the United States, it's pretty obvious. Alaska has a longer coastline than the rest of the United States. It's still crazy because there's still all of these kinds of areas over here. Um, but it's pretty obvious. I just want to explore it to see what makes it meet the conditions, because it's still pretty tricky to believe, but it's more tricky to believe than Norway having a longer coast than Africa fact. But I'm just gonna leave it a simple video today. Now, really quick, let's look at the mainland U.S. for a bit. Here's the thing: the mainland U.S. does have some of those zigzags and tiny islands. Not as much tiny islands, but well, kind of. Right here in Washington, I think. I can't really tell if we've gotten into in Washington State. I can't tell if we're quite in the Canada border, which is the issue. Um, but from what you can tell, there's still some of these. I think though, actually with that 30 something parallel, 39th parallel, which is the US and Canada border. I know some islands are like split in half, but um wait, let's go to Alaska though. So actually no, I was looking quickly at the US. Let's look at this coast since it's longer. Let's see how just flat, well, not flat. No. Like, I guess less tiny islands and zigzags there are. There actually are a decent amount of zigzags throughout here. And I forgot to mention that in the Norway video, like zigzags, I just mentioned tiny islands. Now, there are some tiny islands here, but when we compare it to Alaska, it's going to be different. Yeah, see, now we're getting a huge portion of the coast just like this. Just straightforward. Going up here. Now, yeah, there's a little zigzag through there. And by zigzag, I just mean, little areas carved out. And that's what I forgot to mention in Norway, too. Not just islands, but also just areas throughout there. All right. Now, I guess, yeah, there are some zigzag things, but less islands. But let's just compare all of that now to Alaska. I kind of have a pinpoint. It doesn't matter because it's really obvious and it's the largest state. In fact, I don't even need it. I don't know. I searched up in the beginning. Right. Not to look at mountains, but all right. Okay, wow. The thing is, I thought this right here was land. It's just obviously the water's like dark blue, but eventually gets light blue. So yeah, you can already tell from here. There's just a zigzag in, and it goes pretty far up to here. And then it just, you know, that's why too, technically there's a fact of it being nearly impossible to measure coastlines, mainly of countries. But yeah, and then from what you can tell, there's islands here, and this looks cool. This feels weird to be on. Um, so yeah, zigzags in. Wait, let's quickly adjust the camera back. All right, not that that matters. I just need to know what direction I'm facing. So yeah, and then there's the small islands. So yeah, this is giving pretty much Norway vibes, except Norway just has a lot more tiny islands. I feel like the so-called zigzags, it would go really far and probably lead. It would probably go as long as like it leading to here. So yeah, and then we have big islands. Those are visible on the map. And I'd just say really, when mathematically measuring, it's like this is small, so it doesn't seem like a lot of land giving to this. Alaska is still the largest state, but obviously all the other U.S. states combined. In fact, we'll probably even include Hawaii with this, but still, like mainland U.S. combined would be much bigger. I feel like just in general, because these islands are just small land masses, but as long as they're an island surrounded by a ton of water, that gives much more coastline than the contiguous US. Now, this makes me actually, though, let's quickly explore Hawaii, because I'm pretty sure when comparing it to the rest of the US, that also includes Hawaii. Like, I don't. Now, Hawaii, in fact, too, Hawaii is like over 100 islands. This is how we see Hawaii on maps, even up close. Now it looks like just 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It just looks like 8 islands, but the truth is, if we zoom in, there's actually a lot more. Yeah, there's this up here and this, but we're not looking at Hawaii having much more islands, but this does show the fact though. Let's just go right here. This is beautiful, by the way. And if we just look out to the sea, in fact, let's just look at this page now. Okay. It's kind of just easier to look at this physically. Don't expect a lot of globe on heads. Also, sorry, really quick. I didn't realize this. Like, because obviously, you know how the globe keeps getting off my head, and I'm like, ugh, I hate that. I didn't realize this. I can just click the globe here, and I can have it as far as I want. So, that's helpful. Okay. Anyways. So, with these so-called zigzags and islands, obviously not really any zigzags that we can tell. I mean, technically this is kind of a zigzag-ish thing up here, but from what we can tell, it's a lot of islands. But considering Alaska is much bigger than Hawaii, because actually I think Hawaii, it's like in the top 5 small states. It's not the smallest state. I know Rhode Island is smaller. I know Connecticut's smaller. I can't remember what the other one that was. Oh yeah, Delaware is also smaller. And can't remember. I think that was it. And I think Hawaii's like the 4th smallest state. But yeah, and then Alaska's the biggest state. So I guess imagine these islands we're seeing right now, but it's like just thousands of more pictures of what we're seeing in Alaska. So alone, that would outnumber Hawaii like multiple times. So Hawaii could be checked off. So it's like, I guess when comparing to the rest of the United States, Hawaii can be checked off. Sorry, bird call clock. I heard in my video the bird call clock's pretty loud. There's also this weird pin thing. Okay. Um. Um. So, yeah, from what we can tell, it's pretty obvious that Alaska would have a longer coast than this, and also just in general, it's small, so it's like that. Um. Also, too, the heck, I'm just gonna go down here. I actually feel lost. Oh, okay, it's a terrain glitch. Yeah, let's not go further. This actually feels creepy and feels like I'm lost. Gosh, I hate when I accidentally favorite things. Okay, let's go back to Alaska though. So, yeah, pretty much Hawaii. It's really obvious that the coast of Alaska is longer than Hawaii. Now let's just. Oh, sorry. Let's go back. So, oh yeah, here's a huge zigzag right here, and this goes far. So I guess this is technically coastline. It's in a similar situation as the Mediterranean, I guess, because like the Mediterranean Sea actually is a sea with that tiny opening between Spain and Morocco. And then here, this is the point that you can. I wonder, can you see Russia from here? Technically, I don't know if anyone got a spherical photo. Oh, okay, it's those islands right there. I think. Well, Russia would be far. Okay, stop getting distracted. Yeah. In general, there's this zigzagging. Now, okay, there doesn't seem to be a ton of islands up here. There's some up here. And just really what we saw on the US, this stuff right here, just continuing up, is just kind of the same throughout nearly all of the eastern United States. I don't know, we didn't get much of a look, though, so we could quickly go back to the eastern US. Let's just go a bit higher up. Okay, yeah. So, now there may be some zigzags and some islands. Alaska's just this multiplied by like thousands, I guess. And same situation with Hawaii. So yeah, alone Alaska has a longer coast than the rest of the US. But yet again, it's just insane to think because Norway has a longer coast than all of this, including Alaska. And it's just I just do a really simple video today. I actually have some video ideas for next time. So, okay, yeah. From what you can tell, I've gone pretty far. Where are we right now? Okay, maybe not too far up, but still. Basically get Ocean City. I don't know. I don't know why that was funny. Okay, yeah, you can pretty much see this continue up. And then just the result of Alaska's islands and zigzags. And like I said, same situation in Norway. This leads to a longer coast than so many things. And it may be surprising, but it's just you have to realize that fact. And honestly, the Norway fact is still pretty surprising for me. How long? Man, it's only been 13 minutes. I mean, I always like to go for 20-minute videos. We could just look further in the meantime. So, one example is this opening right here. Man, now look how far this goes. Look, it's still going. Dude, it's still going. You could be in this area and realize this is pretty much ocean in front of you. I mean, nobody lives here, right? But still, you could be in this area and then it would be not difficult to realize, but you'd realize, wait, this is technically ocean if it connects to the ocean, because technically, well, no, not really. It's a river. It's the definition of river, but it's just because it's coastline's what I mean. Same situation on the Mediterranean Sea. It's like it's called a sea and everything. Yeah, I should have just simply said that. And now that thing we saw in Eastern US kind of continues to here. We should also look at Western US. We kind of did up in Washington State. Okay, yeah, this seems to kind of go up for a while, but not too much. But let's quickly look at Western US. I compare all this. Sorry. Okay, from what I can tell from above, it's basically same situation. Also, this is kind of beautiful in California. Samoa, California. And I don't know why something annoys me so bad when there's like a city or anything, it's named after something like Samoa. Like there's a country, Samoa, not like named after, but still like nearly a copy of a full-on thing. I think too. There's a Richmond in California, and the most known one is Richmond in Virginia. So I can dance with this thing. Okay, sorry. Um. So yeah, I guess that seems to be the same here. It's mainly Washington states that you can see a difference. And I guess technically Oregon. Oh no, these are waves, not even islands. It's really, yeah. So here's the thing: this happens in Oregon, but well, it doesn't just happen in Oregon. I just realized what I said. This happens in Oregon, not just Oregon. Lincoln City, very original, or no, very unique with your names. Forgot I had to talk in sarcasm. And this gets cut off. And then with this getting cut off, this kind of this leads to islands and zigzags. I don't know why I said that weird. Zigzags. um which I guess this kind of, well, I don't know if this sand stuff here is like full on man made, but with all these towns and everything being man made, well, I don't know how much of the mountain got removed. I don't know. This is geography, not geology. Sounds similar, but they aren't similar. Okay. So, I know this part's Washington state, Washington state. Now there's this. There's this. No, those are waves. There's this. um but really it's just the same. It's just, especially Canada, Canada, I was going to say second. No. Canada is the country with the longest coastline in the world. Makes sense from what you can tell, just in general looking at a map. But then there's the island fact as well. And considering Canada's the second largest country, yeah, second largest. Canada's the second largest country, and this island stuff continues. I think Norway has slightly more. I know Sweden has the most islands in the world, but it's just, with this fact, Canada has the longest coastline in the world. Um, and then it's really just the more north you go that this fact continues. I know the same is kind of in South America, like Chile, Argentina ish. Well, mainly Chile, from what you can tell, especially on a map. So it's just gotta be that island and zigzag fact, but it's also useful to know it's mainly the amount north and the amount north and south you go, pointed the wrong direction. But yet again, that case doesn't really happen in southern Africa. Kind of, but not really. Um, that case kind of happens in northern Asia and Russia. And then same in northern Europe, we know from the Norway fact. And actually, you can tell from the UK too. Now, Europe doesn't go southern enough, so yeah. How long have we been recording? Okay, it's basically been 20 minutes. I know I did a pretty just straight up video like this. I have some plans for next time, and also the time after that. I think I already forgot one of the plans, but it's fine. I'll think of it soon. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. So, thanks for watching, and goodbye.